7 enemies that every chosen person must be aware of. Number 1, spiritual enemies. Paul mentions them in Ephesians 6 verse 12 when he said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against rulers of darkness, against powers, and against spiritual wickedness in the spiritual world, in heavenly places. These are your enemies, but you can't see them with your naked eye. They are fighting everything about you and your destiny, but you are unable to see them with your naked eye. When you read the Bible in the book of Daniel, chapter 10, the Bible tells us that Daniel prayed for 21 days, but God answered him on the very first day. So what happened? Let's break it down. When God released Gabriel with the answer of Daniel, there was a principality called the Prince of Persia that detained Gabriel the angel, that withstood Gabriel, that fought against Gabriel. But the truth of the matter is, the angel here is not the enemy. The enemy here is Daniel. So the prince of the kingdom of Persia was fighting Gabriel not to stop God or to stop Gabriel, but was fighting Gabriel to stop Daniel. Daniel is praying, but Daniel has an enemy that he cannot see. So spiritual enemies are after your breakthroughs. They are after your deliverance. Anything that will come from heaven, they will try to fight it. Sometimes you think it's delay. It's not delay. Your angel has been detained. What is detaining your angel? Your spiritual enemies. So they are fighting your angels to fight you. So spiritual enemies are after your angels and your breakthroughs. Number 2, household enemies or family enemies. These are not enemies from outside, but these are enemies that eat with you. I'm talking about your family members. A brother fighting a brother, a sister fighting a sister, where your siblings are against everything that you do, especially when it comes to your faith in God or your stand in God. We see it in the Bible. After God accepted the sacrifice or the offering of Abel, it did not sit well with his brother Cain, and Cain ended up killing Abel. It is safe for us to say Abel was chosen by God, and it did not sit well with his brother. Hence, he killed him. We also see it in the life of a young man called Joseph. As long as God did not give him any dream, his brothers were fine with him. As long as God did not appoint him, his brothers were fine with him. It was until God marked him, it was until God separated him, that his own brothers now started having jealous. It was until God anointed him that his own brothers now started rejecting him. And the Bible tells us that they even plotted to kill Joseph. But why are they planning to kill this guy? Is because he has something in him that they don't have. And guess what? They want to destroy that same thing. So what are family enemies after? What are household enemies after? They are after your star. They don't want you to shine. Number 3, frenemies. They appear to be your friends, but deep down, they hate everything about you. They pose as your friends, but deep down, they envy you. Deep down, they wish you bad. They befriend you to destroy you. You have a weak spot for them, but they have a wicked spot for you. What are frenemies after? They are after your joy and your happiness. And it is very easy for monitoring spirits to use frenemies to destroy you or to get to you. These are people that will badmouth everyone around you so that they can appear to be the good ones. They will step on everyone's toes just to get your attention. You need to be careful because these ones, they will make everyone look bad, and you will disconnect yourself with people that really matter in your life. And once you are vulnerable, they will destroy you. We call them frenemies. Number 4, royal enemies. Royal enemies are enemies you don't expect to have. And that is because when you see them, when you look at them, you see inspiration. You see people who are supposed to motivate you. You see people who are ahead in life, but in return, they are the ones fighting you. When you read the Bible, you realize that there is a man called Saul who wants to kill David. Who is Saul? Who is David? Let us go deeper here. Saul is a king. David is a sheep boy. He is a shepherd. Now the question is, why would a king be after a sheep boy? Why will a king be bothered by a shepherd? It's because royal enemies are not intimidated by your position, but they are intimidated by your potential. It is not so much about what you have now. It is about what God has put in you. They are able to see it, while you can't see what is in you. So next time, when you are fought by your supervisor, by somebody who's up there, don't ask yourself, why would a person like this fight a person like me? It's because royal enemies are intimidated by your potential, your anointing. So what are they after? They are after your anointing. Number 5, competitive enemies. These ones are not after your life. They don't want to kill you, but they are after your influence. They want to kill your influence. The way people love you, the way people receive you, the way people adore you bothers them. So they will try everything in their power to turn everyone against you. And that is because they are after the favor that God has put in your life. So what are competitive enemies after? They are after your favor. The platform that God has given you bothers them. The way people acknowledge you bothers them. Number 6, enemies of your destiny. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter where you are. As long as you are a child of destiny, as long as you are destined for greatness, whether intentionally or accidentally, you will come across enemies of your destiny. What are they after? They are after your future. They are after your tomorrow. They don't really care about your yesterday. They don't really care about your today. But they will fight you today to stop you tomorrow. When you read the Bible, you realize that the life of Moses was threatened. Moses is a baby. He has not separated any Red Sea. He has not performed any miracle, but he's marked. Somebody is after his life. Why would somebody like Pharaoh be after a baby like Moses? Is because Moses has a destiny. Moses has an appointment with the destiny. Even in the times of Jesus, they were killing babies, destroying the lives of babies. What is happening is because Herod was more concerned about the future, was more concerned about the tomorrow of the babies. And we know that, of course, he was looking for Jesus here. But he was killing every baby so that Jesus does not become. So enemies of your destiny are after your future. Number 7, enemies of the night. The book of Matthew chapter 13 verse 25 says, while men slept, the enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and went his way. Enemies of the night, what are they after? They are after your rest. They are after your harvest. They are after results. As long as you are not producing results, they will not bother you. As long as you are not making moves, they will not bother you. But every time you start to make a move, every time you start seeing results in your life, they will come after everything that you have. These are enemies who don't want to see you at peace, who don't want to see you making progress in life. Every time you make progress, they will come after you. But what are they after? They are after your rest.